Welcome to Canadian Innovators, the show that celebrates innovation, entrepreneurs, and the Canadian spirit. I'm Jocelyn Bamford, and every week we introduce a new entrepreneur or expert in the economy to tell their stories and unpack the challenges of keeping jobs in Canada, as well as to discuss potential solutions for economic growth and prosperity. Canada is truly the land of opportunity where hardworking people can start their businesses and make their dreams come true. Companies like Surati come to mind when thinking about living the Canadian dream. Joining us to discuss this today and highlight their incredible company and back for a return visit is friend of the program, Shalini, Sheth, Chief Operating Officer of Surati Sweet Mart. Shalini joined us last year to discuss the federal government's proposed plastic ban. Surati is an amazing Indian baked goods company which has nearly 200 employees worldwide and one of the most experienced leadership teams in the industry, a portfolio of 400 products which continues to grow. In addition to their 65,000 square foot facility in Scarborough, Surati has 4 distribution centers across the United States located in New Jersey, California, Texas, and Georgia. Surati continues their commitment to provide high-quality, authentic products and outstanding customer service. You can find them in most major grocery chains and now in many restaurants. Welcome back to the program, Shalini.
Thank you, Jocelyn, for having me.
For those who missed your last appearance, can you give us a quick overview of Surati and what you do?
Sure. So I'm third generation to join my family's business. My grandfather started the business over 70 years ago in Kampala, Uganda. And through the Idi Amin expulsion, my father came to Canada as a refugee. Slowly, the rest of the family followed suit. And they realized that there was a lot of people just like them that had been, removed from their homes. And now that Canada was their new home. And there was a need for traditional Indian food. And my grandfather started to make the food in his kitchen. And what we basically say the rest is history. We have now been operating in Toronto for over 40 years. And we thank you for the great introduction. But it's been quite a journey. About 10 years ago, my brother and I joined, third generation. I took over the operations. My brother took over the sales and marketing. And we've been there since and hoping to continue the legacy and grow the business.
So people are always interested in how the company started. You've got a great story. But I'd like to just jump right into some of the challenges that you faced in this company growth. I know that you have locations here in Canada and multiple locations in the United States. What would you say is the biggest challenge that you faced during this incredible 40-year journey?
So I have to take it back a couple of steps in terms of, as any entrepreneur can attest to, you're going to have to put in the hard work, and you're going to have to a lot of times put in your own capital. You're going to have to, long nights, sleepless nights. You have a responsibility, and even just being able to thrive, find that product, and be able to market it to the people. So from that point of view, that business point of view, running a business is not easy. And then what I realized is, as we started to get more involved, the regulatory factor and the government factor started to kick in. And to me, coming from a private sector, where I was working for somebody else, I don't necessarily got to see that. And I didn't actually think it would be an issue. And when we started to get more involved, we were growing. We actually moved into a bigger plant, and we started to realize the regulatory burden that is put on businesses to be able to have that growth is detrimental to any company. And when you start to get into reporting, having to jump through hoops, hire multiple consultants just to be able to give some information that has no relevant to what we are actually trying to do, it's irrelevant. It makes no sense. And what we started to find was it was just one thing after another. And I think that's been and it is so sad because you're proud of the products you're making, you're proud of your people, you're proud of the team. And if that's the one thing that you keep talking about, it's sad that that's what comes to my mind when I'm talking about our journey.
So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back on Canadian Innovators.